Welcome back to episode 2 of our game of hide and seek across Amsterdam, inspired by Jetlag the game. Before the game started, Jay and I each hid a bike at unknown locations in the city. Now we're both racing to be the first to find the other player's bike by completing challenges to earn clues about their hiding spot. When we left off, both of us were completing challenges in central Amsterdam. Jay is looking to plant the national flower so he can find out which side of the A canal my bike is on. Meanwhile, I am also in the city center. I have just fed this bird, which let me force Jay to send me this photo taken from his bike's hiding spot. But I have no time to look at that right now, because an enticing new clue was just added to the flop.
Ooh, the new clue in the flop. It's the nearest bus stop.
Photo of nearest bus stop, taken at the bike's nearest bus stop, must contain a unique feature. To gain this clue, look small. Stand next to a depiction of a Dutch person over 185 centimeters in height. You must verify the identity and height of the Dutchman. They must be real.
Once you get a clue like that, you can really hone in quickly in the end game, at least so I believe. So I think I might go for this. Right, gotta find a tall person, statue or picture of. That is easy to do, so I gotta do it quick. Gotta be a Dutch person as well. Let's immediately try and find someone who fits that description. This person appears pretty tall, but it doesn't seem like it's a particular person. Let's go south. It looks like there's a big plaza down there. Keep an eye out for recognizable Dutch people. And of course, they have to be 185 centimeters tall, at least, which might be a tall order. See what I did there? But Dutch people are tall, right? If only Amsterdam's most famous person wasn't a child.
Oh yeah, oh this is promising. Look at, they got flowers down the road. Look at how cute that is. Look how pretty. Just got flowers down the stalls. I really hope they have seeds. Oh, they must, this is a flower store. If they don't, I'll be so sad. Hi there, do you guys have seeds?
No.
No?
Only of humans.
Huh?
Only of humans.
Only you have humans. Right, where might I be able to buy some seeds? It's for like a project.
Flower market.
Flower market, which way? That way? Okay, I can do that, thank you. I was so sad, I thought it was a sure thing. I need to go to the flower market. Okay, 15 minutes to the flower market. This might be a mistake. I mean, I could probably give up and stay a little closer to Central, but if I'm struggling to find seeds, he's gotta be struggling as well. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm also hoping that it's south, because I'm heading south right now, and if it turns out we're in that northern crescent, then I'll have to probably subway up there. But I really don't want to go north. That is so boring. I guess he knows that, and that's probably why he would hide his bike there. I would just fall asleep.
Okay. That's Jesus over on the cross over there. Man, never have I ever been so disappointed to find Jesus. He's many things, but he's not Dutch. I think, oh, no. I'm about to say, I think it's time to do research. But no, look at this. This is Madame Tussauds. And surely that guy up there must be someone famous. I think I even recognize him. I think that's Rembrandt. He's a historical person, but how tall were people back then? Maybe I should just ask the person in Madame Tussauds in the ticket booth if it's Rembrandt. Actually, the first thing I should do is figure out if anyone even knows his height. Gotta be able to verify his height. No. This is his page on some wiki for Fate fan servant. Fate. It's a video game, right? I don't know. All right, Jay sent a photo of his bus stop. I forgot to check. Yeah. It doesn't look like something I'm gonna be able to find without narrowing down the search area a lot. But it's something. You know, maybe if I enter Madame Tussauds, there'll be a famous Dutch person in there. Maybe I should check what's in there.
Okay, so still walking south. Hasn't even been that long off of those like dingy roads, and you just come into this fancy hotel in front of a fancy, fancy statue. Look at this guy. Let me go get some B-roll real quick. This definitely is like a town square kind of idea. With the giant statue, built in 1940. 4K video, baby. Slow-mo this one.
4K video, baby. 4K video, baby.
These royal people must be recognizable, right? Can I just ask, who is this prince or whatever, or king in the background here?
It's the king, the Dutch king.
The current,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Okay, awesome, thank you. All right, so there's a statue of the current Dutch king. He looks pretty tall. Let's see how tall he is. Surely his height must be recorded online, right? King Willem-Alexander height is the third result. Well over 6 feet tall. Well, what's that then? Oh my goodness, 6 feet. 6 feet is just about not 185 centimeters. So let's find the exact number in centimeters. Okay, IMDb, King Willem-Alexander. Height, 1.9 meters. Okay, I just gotta find this guy then.
Really looking for flowers here. That's a subway. That's helpful. I might be able to get back into that pigeon. I wonder if that's a boat that I could get on. I could get on a boat, you know. What does the boat do again?
Eliminate regions. Name 3 stadsdelen. Your opponent must eliminate 2 of these. To gain this clue, become the Flying Dutchman. Be aboard a boat for 10 minutes.
Yeah, the boat lets you eliminate 2 regions, which should actually be really, really good. I might want to do that before I do the flowers, because he might be getting the flowers right now, or he could be on a boat. What's more likely? I don't think he's on a boat. I can just sit on this boat for, no, I gotta stick to the flowers. I stick to the flowers. I just hope he's not doing the flowers right now. I mean, if I see him at the flower market and he's already got his bag,
Oh, look at that. Being paparazzi. No, these are Brits. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, American. Man, any other day I would get a selfie with Shrek. Charlie Chaplin. I just gotta walk past all these people. Excuse me, can I ask, do you know the king of the Netherlands? Is he down here, or did I miss him?
Second floor.
Second floor, okay. I don't know who most of these people are. Not tall enough at all. The second floor, that might be all the way up here. You can tell they count floors in the Netherlands. Okay, we're leaders up here. This is good. Okay, I see some royalty over here. I think I might have found it. Sorry. All right. Here he is. Oh, I'm so glad Jay didn't do this challenge before me. I've paid so much to get in here. How do I do this? Yep, I've done it. I've done the whole challenge. Everything is as it should be. Let me send this before Jay does.
Asger did this tall person challenge. Went to Madame Tussauds, which is a good move. And I have to send him the bus stop, which is what I feared, because the bus stop gives the name of the bus on it. All right, this is the nearest bus stop to the bike, and I'm worried about this one. This is very distinguishable, very recognizable bus stop, so hopefully this doesn't come up in the flop. And the bus stop even says what stop it is, but luckily this is a pretty sparse line, unless he has some of its section off, so I really hope he doesn't get the bus stop. But he's earned it fair and square, so here it goes. I'm gonna caption it, uh-oh.
All right. I'll go update the flop.
Photo of nearest playground, taken at bike's nearest playground, must contain a unique feature. To gain this clue, clog your shoe. Fit 3 mandarin oranges inside one of your shoes.
Oh, the next endgame clue is a photo of the nearest playground. This is one I really do not want Jay to get. I gotta be honest, I'm a little scared of this playground. I'm afraid it's gonna be the death of me, or at least what makes me lose the game, because it turns out my hiding spot is really close to the nearest playground. If Jay gets the playground clue, he's gonna narrow down the search area a lot. So I should make sure he doesn't get that. So I guess I gotta go do it. Fit 3 mandarin oranges inside your shoe. Oh my goodness, I've gotta do this so fast. Let's get out of here. All right. And I guess I just gotta go down all these stairs. I cannot overstate how much I do not want Jay to get this clue. I hope he doesn't realize that I might be actively doing challenges solely so he doesn't do them. And look, I'm getting all of these, oh, hello Elvis. I'm getting all of these images from near his hiding location. Haven't really looked at them. I am not going to go and look for these places before I know roughly which part of the town this bike is in. But it's just so imperative for me. First of all, that he doesn't get this particular photo, but also that I secure some end game information before we get to the end game and it's all snatched up.
I think I'm losing now, but I did find the flowers market, which is this entire row of flowers in the back. And if there's no bulbs at this flower market, if there's no seeds at this flower market, I'm going back to Canada or Brazil or somewhere. Okay, I already see seeds, which is good. Wow, just outdoors, just chilling like that. Flowers everywhere. All right, the real national flowers is actually daisies, and I need to find some. Wait, are these even seeds? I need to ask an expert. Further down? Okay. Uh-oh. How? How do you have all of this but not... How do you have all of this and not daisy seeds?
Daisies?
Yeah. Maybe next door or...
We don't have. Maybe in the next.
Okay.
No.
Who? Next door? I might be going back to Canada early. I am officially losing. Hi. Do you guys have seeds for daisies? I want to plant some daisies at home. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, please. What is the Dutch national flower? Is it tulips or daisies?
No tulips.
It's not tulips, right?
Tulips.
It is tulips? Oh, okay. National flowers is actually tulips. All right, so what I do is I just bury these in the ground and then water it a little bit? Okay, great. I'll take these, please. All right, flowers acquired. I just need to plant these now. It says I have to go about 10 centimeters down, so we need some soft dirt. Ideally some public dirt. Public dirt.
Ooh, all right, false alarm. It turns out I was confusing 2 clues. The one I really don't want Jay to know is not the photo of the nearest playground, it's the distance to the nearest playground. Because my bike is very, very, very close to the nearest playground. But this does mean that I can now actually sit down and look at what we know and start narrowing down the rough part of town where his bike might be. Let me sit down and make a map.
Okay, this looks like a place where we can plant some flowers and you know, maybe it'll grow. It'll be a miracle, he says, because we're out of the season, but you know, we are doing some nature gardening. Okay, let's plant some tulips, or a tulip, really. Here is a tulip bulb. Turns out these are what you use and not seeds. I'm just gonna go down a little bit here. Ah, yeah. Okay, and dig into the dirt. Here we go. 1 eternity later. Yeah. Okay, I did it. All right, it's been done.
Oh, interesting. Jay has just asked another question. Well, this is not what I thought he'd do. The guy has just gone and planted tulips and I guess daisies as well. He's asking the yes or no question. This is the question I wanted. He's asking, is the bike north of the eye? Or if I don't want to answer that, I can always answer the backup question. On which side of the eye is the bike? All right. Well, I know exactly what side of the eye my bike is on. South side. All right. So he now knows that my bike is on the southern side of the eye. It's not near the eye. That leaves him with a good amount of more space to search. I like that. That gave him next to no info. But the info that he did get was crucial. He needed to count that out. I might have been a sneaky little guy, placed my bike up in that little slither of land that's not near the eye, but is still north of the eye. Didn't though. So now he's in trouble.
Okay, I left the tulips place, walked back to the bikes that I told you about. I'm just gonna get on this bike. Now, the challenge of this is called the Flying Dutchman in honor of the GOAT. Maybe not the GOAT yet, but soon to be GOAT, Max Verstappen. And although this boat isn't moving, it is definitely a boat. And I'm gonna sit here for a while, finally do my research. My 10 minutes starts now. Firstly, in memory of the Dutch lady. Shout out to the Dutch lady, the Element Parade. That's pretty cool. Nice guy right there. The nice thing about this boat is there's a little bit of a working surface because it's time to get to work. I know that the bike is south of the IJ, which means that entire northern area I don't have to worry about. I also know that it's more than 2 kilometers away. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna label that, and then I'm gonna see what areas are left and ask him to eliminate a region after I spend my 10 minutes on this boat. Okay, let's go.
All right, look at all this. This is what we actually know. Let me show you. Basically what we've done with the first question we asked. Remember when we asked that first question? Near the eye, is we took this area near the eye, right in the middle. Somewhere in there is where Jay's bike is. That means this entire area south of the eye, where I revealed to Jay that my bike is not something we have to search through, which is great news to me, because there are so many little streets and they all look the same, at least up here. If it's up north, then I think a lot of the neighborhoods are gonna have similar looking houses. If it's down towards the center, on the southern side of the eye, well, at least that's where I am right now, and transport options are great. Jay, you might have made a mistake when you hid your bike this close to the eye.
All right, 10 minutes have passed with me and the Dutch lady. Big fan, big fan. And I'm asking him to eliminate 2 of Oost, Zuid, and West, or 2 of the 3 southern regions. With that in mind, I should know what region the bike actually is in. I also see that another picture, the playground picture, is available. That could be tempting if I can find some oranges and knock that one out quickly. Otherwise, I can start heading into that region and start shooting some radars doing the mid-game. I think there's so many apartments there that it's gonna be really hard without something.
All right, so Jay has asked me to eliminate 2 of 3 areas, West, Oost, and Zuid. He's not asking for the northern region, which makes sense because he's at this point completely eliminated the northern part of the city. I gotta catch up at this point. One of those 3 regions is indeed the one where my bike is. I'm not gonna tell him that though, but I am gonna eliminate the 2 where my bike aren't. All right, I send it to him. Now, let's go do another challenge. Let's catch up. Nuts for sustenance. Let's see what makes sense.
Okay, a recap of what we know. We know that it is not within 2 2 kilometers of the IJ River that we defined. And then Asger just told me that it is not in the west region, which I was really scared of. It's a big region. It's not in the south region. There's a little bit of Centrum that is technically far enough away from the IJ, but my primary search area should be east. Some kind of radar like this could work to try and cut this half. I think this is unlikely with what's going on here. Or I can also maybe look at some S roads. I should look at some S roads. I have the S road clue. Oh, I gotta draw S roads now. Okay, BRB.
Jay is very quickly narrowing down his options, nearing a point where he can start actively looking for the photos I send him. The one that scares me the most of the clues I've given him, it's the S road clue. But right now, I don't know where I'm walking. I should be walking towards the metro station probably. All right, I could do a near me. That's basically just a question, is it within 4 kilometers of me? I could use that to very easily, if I just go to the right location, cut my options in half. What else do we have?
Okay, so I didn't draw it in. Okay, why did I not draw it in? Because I need to go to the bathroom. Why do I need to go to the bathroom? Because tea time with Jay. So that I did not think through. I think going to a McDonald's is a good idea because it is the cheapest bathrooms out here in Europe, just so you know. And if I go to McDonald's, I might be able to review an American food item, which is a pretty easy challenge.
Near fast food, pick a question for your opponent. Is your bike within 1.5 kilometers of a Domino's? Is your bike within 1.5 kilometers of a McDonald's? To gain this clue, review fast food. Consume and review a menu item at either McDonald's or Domino's. You must finish it completely.
And then see if that can help me narrow this down even more. But when I'm there, I'm gonna start drawing.
All right, I just looked at my options, and by far the best challenge I could do right now to get a clue is the challenge named Take a Selfie with a Backfeeds.
Eliminate cardinal direction. Opponent eliminates all areas north, south, east, or west of you. Their pick. To gain this clue, girl with a backfits. Take a selfie with a cargo tricycle. Imitate the pose from the famous painting of a girl with a pearl earring.
So basically, these are carriage bikes that I have been seeing everywhere all day. And now I don't see a single one. If I get this challenge before Jay, then... Oh, I thought I saw one, but I didn't. If I get this challenge before Jay, then the clue I get is very useful to me. I can ask him to eliminate the cardinal direction from anywhere I choose to stand. I will be standing right in the center of town. Then he'll either have to tell me roughly which side of the eye his treasure is on. Oh, I see a back face. Or he'll have to give me an east-west clue, in which case he'll have a plan. All right. So the selfie has got to be in the style of girl with a pearl earring, which just means I need to emulate the pose. Easy, it's just an over the shoulder shot, over the right shoulder, staring mysteriously at the camera. It's not quite sure what the intent is. Let's take this image as soon as possible. I will stash this clue. All right, let's update the flop. And then I guess let's start heading towards where I want to use this.
Da ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Jason Derulo. Don't use that, no one's gonna get that. What should I review? What should I review?
All right, so this is the metro going north to the central station. That's about where I want to be for this next clue.
Cool camera, man. All right.
It's just waterproof. Cheers.
Yeah, good
now
luck,
I can
man.
sleep. I can sleep
Good
at
luck.
night. Good luck with everything.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Central Station. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get to a somewhat central location where it, in terms of land size on each side of the line, doesn't matter whether he eliminates east or west or north or south. It's gonna be a 50-50 somewhat. Because in that case, I think he's gonna do an east and west. And I know how I'm gonna counter that. If he does an east and west, I still won't know which side of this giant canal, the eye, his bike is on. But with one fell swoop, I think I should be able to figure it out. Well, it still might not be completely thought through, but we'll try it. Gotta catch this ferry though. All right, welcome to the northern part of town. I didn't actually think I'd get up here today, but yet here I am. I have a spot over on the other side of this water. I think that might be roughly the optimal spot to try and ask this question. I want to go on the other side of this lock. Is there a way to do it? Ah, yes, when the lock is closed. Okay, I just gotta wait for this ship. Guess I don't have to run then. Look at that, it's moving. The whole lock, the whole gate is moving. All right, so when it's closed, that's when I can get across. And time is a real factor here. Come on. Come on, please. There we go. Wow. This northern part of town is so much different than down on the southern side. Right, as I was waiting up there, Jay asked me another question. He's asking whether my bike is close to a McDonald's. It's a weird question for him to ask. I guess he wants to rule out some edge cases. My bike is very clearly, as most locations in the area he's in right now, within 1.5 kilometers of a McDonald's. I am very much not loving it. Well, at least I get to ask him a question in just a couple moments. Oh, it turns out there was a different ferry I could have taken that would have gotten me closer to where I want to go. That's just great. I can take that back, I guess. Oh, look, it's a Dutch windmill. It's the first one I've seen today. Welcome back to Hamfrags Perspective. I have reached my end location, my goal, which, oh, maybe I should keep this. Maybe I should keep this blurred behind the bushes. Yeah, I didn't know what the name of it was, but that's fine. This is where I'll ask the question. All right, I've placed myself right here on the southernmost tip of the northern half of town. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't a few bits of the southern half of town that are technically further north than this because of the angle of the eye canal, but I don't think he has hidden his bike over there because that is mostly factory, all of that. If he answers north, I think I can confidently conclude that he's hidden his bike in the northern half of town. If he gives me an east or west clue, if he eliminates the east or west of me, then I'm gonna have to take the metro down south in order to use a near me clue to eliminate either the southern or the northern bank of the eye canal here. Either way, I should figure out which side of this great big canal my friend Jay has hidden his bike. Man, is it humid here? Or is it just me? All right, Jay is not immediately answering. So what I think I'll do is I'll spend my time as wisely as I can, and I'm gonna see if I can solve this challenge here. It's a challenge from the end game, and it gives me the approximate distance from the nearest bus stop to his bike. Now I already have an image of the bus stop nearest to his bike, so that should combo pretty well if I get that. The challenge is to learn enough Dutch to order a cup of coffee. I must finish the coffee. I don't really drink coffee, but maybe they have coffees in here. I doubt it. All right, it says they're closed. That's fine. I just got an answer back from Jay. Jay is telling me that his bike is not north of me. I am on the southern tip of this whole North Island, which means that is a massive swath of land I can now scribble out on my map. But before I do that, I think I'm gonna hop on the ferry back south. Whew. Yeah, now I know I'll never have to come back to this northern shore, this northern bank. There's a ferry that I'd really like to make over here. Jay, I'm coming for you. Right, next order of business, since we're starting to narrow things down, let me have a look at the photo I have of my finding location. This first photo, the one from the hiding location, actually has what looks like a menu card in the background. Either it's behind the window or it's reflected in the window. Drinks and snacks. Green something, green swan effect. I don't know. Weird. I'll look out for that. The other image he sent me, the one of the nearby bus stop, is much more revealing. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize this, but he sent me an image of the bus stop that is so recognizable. The bus line is on the sign. If it's fair game, then this might be a game changer.
Ooh, what an exciting development! You will simply have to come back next week to see how this series ends. That's right, the finale of Hide and Seek Across Amsterdam is coming out just next week. But, of course, as always, you can see this video early right now if you are a channel member of mine. Channel memberships are a monthly subscription service that you can subscribe to if you want to financially support videos like this insane project. And on top of my unending gratitude, early access to videos is just one of a handful of perks that you can get depending on the level that you subscribe at. So if you want to become a member, make sure you're picking the right tier that you want. If you press the join button below this video, you can find a video and description I have made that should answer all of your questions. And I should say, all the perks that members of this channel get are add-ons, bonuses. This channel is not becoming a paid service, and I really appreciate you watching even if you aren't a member. Also, did you notice there were a lot of animated maps in this episode you just watched? I didn't make those. Those were made by Lars from the YouTube channel Ortsfremd, a channel where him and his friends play jet-lag-inspired games in German, much like the ones you just saw. And he's got pretty good subtitles in English as well. So go check out Ortsfremd here on YouTube, and see you next week on this channel for the finale of Hide and Seek Across Amsterdam. If you enjoyed this video, that's great. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.